Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. We are, of course, kicking it off with some Dynasty Scrolls action. We're going to be on the Wei Nation this time round. Yesterday, if you haven't already caught it, we did do Dao Chan's Moon Mirror Moon. I feel like it's the Mirror Moon or Moon Mirror, one of those two. Anyway, it's a legendary item. Check that out. It seems pretty decent. It definitely seems like something that you'd want to be playing with end game, especially if you can level that up to 7 stars. But before we jump into it, I'd probably like to draw everyone's attention to this little thing down here in the notice. GT Arcade, of course, is promoting this, so I figured, you know what, let's just shout it out. For all the people in the world that have somebody who identifies as a woman or a female in their life, now would be the time to participate in the International Women's Day. Basically, it's just to shine a spotlight on some stereotypes and some inequalities that these people, because they are people, are facing within their workplaces, their countries, or their lifestyle and situation, just based on their gender. So basically, if you want to support the people that play this game, that follow in this community, jump on into the link. It'll direct you to Facebook, and by all means, just follow along there. Of course, you're going to get some rewards as well, so why not? Let's raise awareness, get some rewards, and build a community together because everybody is welcome. Now, in terms of today's gameplay, um, when it finally loads in, I was a bit surprised that this actually appeared on this server bracket. Here's the International Women's Day. We actually got a Legendary Heroes event that popped, which is, again, quite surprising considering the day is day 6 of a new server event. And for me to get it so quickly, I was a little bit sketchy about that. Uh, I'm like, oh, okay, I hadn't really saved up much of my gold. But I did take some feedback in terms of, people don't want me to just talk about it. They want to see me do it as well, which is fair enough. So we're going to do some pulls here. I'm always going to preference this and say, personally, I would not recommend doing any of these pulls unless you have over 60 saved up. So 60 of these tokens. You can get these tokens daily or by making purchases with gold, which I will potentially do a little bit later on. And of course, by purchasing packages for VIP, you're going to get them from that as a reward. But as you can see, to get on this table, you're going to have to do 600 points, which is 60 pulls. So one pull is worth 10 points. Basically, the first limited hero event is I don't want to hurt too many people's feelings here, but it's actually a trap. You don't really want to be doing the first limited heroes event. You want to keep saving your resources up, even if you're purchasing the packages. Just because there's two things here. Starters, to get a legendary hero, it's a 0.18% chance. So the reality is you're probably going to need to drew around 200. The average Joe or Josephine out there, you're probably looking at 200 to get one drop, and that's a small chance, right? I've personally done it on less, but I don't want to be. I'm the exception, not the rule. So, in terms of like how much you realistically want to be saving or spending, yes, it's a fantastic event to spend money on. Yes, it's awesome because you can get on a leaderboard. But sometimes it's actually better to wait for it to accumulate a couple of times over. And the main reason is the rewards you get. So old mate here, Sun Jin Woo, he's spent a little bit. I would say he's probably bought a couple of those premium packages out, which I'll show you in a second, just so he can get the additional 300 shards. By the way, 300 shards will get you a 3-star guaranteed. Regardless of you basically um, getting lucky or not, you're going to get a 3-star hero. So each of these heroes, you'll have a chance to build it to 3-star, and of course, depending on your RNG, you're probably going to be able to potentially take him to 5-star. But you do need quite a significant increase of heroes after the 3rd star process. So In total, you need 120 to build these guys from scratch. So you need 120 shards. Then the next upgrade level is 30. Then the next one is 60. And then it keeps going up by double. So you kind of get the picture. It gets really fucking expensive later on to upgrade these guys to 7 star. And honestly, if you're going to think about it in terms of do I pull the trigger on this event, um, there's nothing really here that shines or speaks to me in terms of yes, I must build it. The only exception is the Warlord Nation, which is Jeju. Um, I hear this guy is a really good must build as well for Lu Zhang. But in terms of Gao, I mean, he looks great and all, but I wouldn't say that, if you're going to pick between Gao and, say, Simi Yi, I probably would pick Simi Yi. I know I'm not a master or anything of Wei Nation, I'm just starting playing it, but that's my general analysis was I'd probably be more inclined to build Simi Yi over Gao. Not saying that I'm not going to build him if I get the chance, it's just that if you're looking at it from the same value analysis, like the same exact amount of money you're spending, you kind of want to build the hero that's it's going to benefit your team the most early on, which is probably going to be Dan Wei, um, in all honesty, for Wei Nation, because he hits like a truck. But if you are looking at it from this perspective, you're going to build him. Yeah, he does good stuff. Reality is you're probably not going to get him past 4 star, so we'll look at the 4 star range of what he does. He has a 25% chance to reduce the target's rage by 2 and reduces their crit and bonus damage by 25%. So he's not bad. I don't know too much about Liu Bei. I just assume that most people want to build Ma Chao. At 4 star, he essentially deals damage to the front row. Has a chance to reduce them by 2 rage and reduces their attack by 25% for 2 rounds and increases all your heroes' damage for 25% for 2 rounds. So he's a bit of a buffer, but I don't know. I'm no expert in the Shu Nation. I'm sure a lot of people would build him though. Lu Shang is interesting because he burns everyone, and essentially increases your hero's damage reduction and crit resistance for 2 rounds. So he seems pretty cool. This guy is one of my favorite. He attacks in a little bit like it looks like a cross. It's harder to describe than vertical and horizontal. So he attacks in a bit of a cross. Essentially, he poisons all the targets that he hits, and they do like a poison damage over time. But of course, he also increases the allies' damage bonus, so raw damage, and crit by 20% for 2 rounds. So if he's doing his active every 2 rounds, he's essentially maximizing your hero's buffs as the fight goes on. Because I noticed that Warlord Nation has a lot of crit buffs and crit resistance debuffs on the enemy, which is pretty cool. Now, in terms of what we're looking at for probability, it's not fantastic. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull one of these legendary heroes that's like 0.18%. But of course, you're going to be able to build some shards and just keep the shards in your bag, and hopefully, you can build some epics later on. So it's not without value being very early on in the whole tier list. Um, Before we jump into it, though, I should probably point out that I do, in fact, have a Simi Yi. And that's pretty damn cool. But I also happen to have built Old Maid Dun here. Zhao Hao Dun? Ji Hao Dun? Ji Hao Dun? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Old Mate here with the big ass blade. We built him, so he's pretty cool. I really like what he's doing right now, I'm not going to lie. I want to level this guy up a little bit if I can, get him to level 40 so that I upgrade his jewel. So we're going to do a little bit of talking about what's going on so far with the progress. We're going to do some summons, and then we might try some PvP action to see how far we can get. Haven't done PvP for a little while. I'm not entirely sure if we can snag some additional armor pieces, which is kind of where I'm heading towards. Do we have anything in the bag that's worthwhile? I've got a relic. Is there anyone that I want to build here? I guess we're limited to pulling this guy out of that chest. Maybe we could get lucky. No, not quite. um, and of course we do have some hero shards as well. We might be able to actually level this guy up to 3 star actually. Yes. Maybe? Rank up? Yes. So we can actually rank him up, which is pretty cool. Yeah, people that were commenting this guy's a beast, you're absolutely right. He does some pretty cool damage. I quite like him. I'm trying to track down this power ranking at the moment. Just trying to get in the top 8 to top 10. I think we've done everything for story mode. What else is there? Why does it keep telling me here, go to the gallery? Okay. All right, so get rid of that, hopefully. Index. See if we can rank this guy up. Index is a serious boost to overall power. Anyway, everything seems to be good. Actually, old mate Chubby over here, Chubby Mancho, you, sir, why are you not higher than that? You should be for talent 4, not talent 3. We're going to do this or this will irk me. And uh, overall, I think it helps. Plus, I got to spend that stamina pills. It is what it is. Because we need to progress a little bit further. Use that. And Blitz. And then we're going to pull for Gal. Like I said, it's much wiser to wait until you have at least 60 of those tokens to guarantee get on the board. And then after that, I mean, it depends on if you're a spender or if you're not a spender. Now, I recommend probably skipping a couple of events. Um, Even though it may slow your progress down in the beginning, in the end, when you can complete an event and come within the top like 3, that's where you're going to actually start to make a lot more profit. Especially if you're doing 200 summons, chances are you're going to be able to build all of your legendary heroes in conjunction with the arms race events, which is actually a big thing, as well as a celebrate festival, which is another thing that you can potentially get some free legendary hero copies from. So it all kind of rolls together. It's hard to explain it without showing it to you. I do apologize. For those that are new and visiting, please welcome. Please think about subscribing. We do some other content on the other accounts, which is the Warlord one, which is a little bit more advanced to this. But yeah, let's just jump into it. Is there anything here that's going to bug me? Let's just grab those horns. You know what? We probably just should buy it all. We'll just buy it all. Even though I need that precious gold. Apparently I can't. That's fine. Alright, let's do the summons. Let's see what we get. Nothing here that I want. Privilege is good. Power race. How far are we? 15. Okay. Limited hero. Let's go. We'll do some single draws. We'll show you what the example is. So you can get the epics, of course. I'd laugh my head off if I got Gao on a single pull. So there you go. So you can get single shards of old mate. As you progress along, though, you'll get like different ones. Did we get him? We didn't. And of course, we didn't get him on that one either. But we did get some shards. How many shards did we get in total? Probably not that many. Was it a bit of a waste? I'd say so. But it's fine. It's fine. Consumables, where are they? Where are my shards? Can I see them here? I can't because they're not in a treasure chest. Of course not. So if you're ever confused where the solo shards live, they live in your hero and then your shard tab, and then you can see it. So we're 17 of 120. He's going to be a long-winded ass project. That's what that's going to be. Because, of course, the next limited hero event won't have Gao in the chest. It'll be somebody completely different. Unless they've upgraded. I hope they've upgraded. For fuck's sake, I hope they have. And they just released treasure chests with the both of them in there. But if they don't, yeah, it's going to take me a while to get these guys. But that's okay. So that's essentially what the limited hero looks like. Personally, I'd say save it unless you really get stuck for content and you have to do it. But yeah, it's okay. It's fine. You know, it's all a bit of a gamble, and it is what it is, right? But in terms of making some more progress, can we fight these guys? I think we're good. We don't need to fight them. Let's jump into the arena. Let's have a little bit of a play around. How far did we drop down? 43. I reckon I could probably beat some of these guys, not all of them. Let's just purchase a couple of these if we can. We're running out of gold. I want to see what Sibi does up front, slot one. Also, sometimes when you do your campaign, I would advise not to have your auto function on. Sadly, I can't do anything about it right now, though, because obviously we're in the middle of a PvP match. But in saying that, I generally turn the auto function off during the campaign, so it makes it go like that extra 10 cents, 10 seconds quicker, 10 cents. Just because I fucking hate watching the animations. I like the animations, but I hate it when I have to watch it for like, you know what I'm talking about, chat. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're grinding out your levels. It just gets a little bit like I don't want to watch this anymore. So I turn it off, makes it go a little bit quicker. I think we're pretty good to go. I don't think that they're going to be able to kill any of our characters. I might have talked too soon. No, I still don't think they can kill any of our characters. Not with the healer on our team at the moment, which is kind of nice in early game. Healers seem to be a little bit more competitive, but this guy's got a good team though. He does have a good team. I love the fact that he's gone all natural. He's doing the Warlord Nation. Did he get a legendary? I don't know if he actually has pulled a legendary. It doesn't look like it. Um, anyway, I think we might be able to safely skip ahead of this one. Um, we reclaimed our title, whatever rank that was back in the day. Wonder if we can climb any higher. The dude that's ranked 10th at the moment, he's 5 mil. I don't think we can beat him. Let's just try. Oh no, I'm not ranked up enough. Okay. Well, we can't try just yet, but we'll give that a shot in a second. Another Wei Nation. Hello. I noticed you didn't get Gal yet. That's unfortunate. Me neither. We're in the same boat. I really did not expect them to pull the Swift one on us and then just launch, and then all of a sudden we can't even get enough gold saved up to buy those 40 reroll tokens. I feel like I'm just, if I get it, I'm not gonna spend them. I'm just gonna save it for the next event to roll around. It doesn't make any sense to chase it. But as I said before, I just wanted to give a example instead of just talking about it, which is absolutely fair enough because there's nothing worse than someone to put a clickbait there and then actually do no pulls. But hopefully we win this. I'd say we've got a pretty good chance. Although you can never underestimate old mate Wei Nation. Although we did manage to heal up for most of our HP just then. I wonder how many rounds this actually goes to. I'm not sure. This guy really doesn't want to die. Alright, now I think it's the beginning of the end. I think this is the beginning of the end for this guy. Yeah. Once we get past a certain point, it pretty much becomes a definite either way. We know we're going to win or we're going to lose. Let's just keep ranking up. Let's go a couple more fights. I want to get into the top 20. I feel like is not an unreasonable aspiration for early on. Ooh, the old Han Nation. I actually haven't seen too many people play Wu, which is quite surprising considering how beastly Wu Nation is actually endgame. It is actually very, very strong nation, especially for free to plays. I think we've won this. I'm like 90% sure we've won this. Yeah, yeah, pretty easy. All right, so Simi slot one seems to be working. I don't really want to change too much of the formation up, I don't think. Let me know in the comment section below. Is this a good way to run the formation to begin with? I do know that eventually we're going to be swapping some things out, of course. But I do like old mate Claus in the middle because he does his active. Of course, we could do Shao Dun in the middle as well, like kind of what this guy's doing. Oh, he got Zoosh. He went Zoosh, did he? Really? Interesting. So he bought the same package I bought, but he went with Zooj hmm, instead of Simi Yi. Very strange. Not that that's unheard of. Obviously, I'm talking about hybrid teams too. Yeah, cool. Go whoever your name is. I think we might have lost this one, but uh, I don't know. We might be able to heal just a little bit. Depends how much Subi hits for on his active or his daily. I mean, I like the evasion ability though. One of those combos gives evasion for some reason. He's probably gonna kill me. And we got an attack buff. This is gonna be close. This is definitely gonna be close. Oh, we managed to kill one. Nice. Problem with Zooj is he has very low accuracy, which would probably I would pick uh Zhu over Zhuge if I was going to build a Warlord Nation again. Because unfortunately, as I said, he really does have poor accuracy. And he hits everyone too. At least I've noticed that. Maybe I need to do his artifacts a little bit better. I think we've won this. Yeah. Well, that was a close one though. He did good. He did good. I was a bit worried there when I saw old mate Zhu Liang. All right, we're gonna try one more. Let's try a sneaky one. Should we just try and sneak into 10th? Just try and sneak into 10th. We'll do that. We'll finish it out. But let me know in the comment section below. Are you liking the Baby Wei Nation team? Where should I slot some other players in? Is there anything that potentially we could do differently that might spice this up? I would be doing some trials at some point as well during the week, potentially tomorrow. I want to try and push trials on this account. I think we'll probably get a decent result. I feel like we do have more of an explosive team than Warlord, which is, of course, the strategy that most players will employ, trying to maximize damage round one. Yeah, I think we could be good. And of course, we've got the stuns as well, which is pretty cool. I think we've lost this one, unless he can evade all the attacks, which he can't. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'd say we probably lost this one. Good job though. We tried to be cheeky, and it didn't pay off. Yeah, that's okay. We'll get closer. He's a little bit above us by about a million. But that's fine. Anyway, I think we might call it a day there. I'm still going to keep grinding out, improving the team. But yeah, stay tuned if you want to watch some trials action. Quite literally, I feel like we've only done like nice, yeah, like we haven't done anything. So we do have quite a lot that we can do. But hey, before we do jump out of there, did we get anything for the rewards? No, I got to get to top 10. Interesting. Hmm. Well, we might be able to do that at some point. All right. Well, I think we'll leave it there, but thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.